Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and today I'm going to review the Best Buy exclusive 4K and Blu-ray Steelbook of Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I'll put out videos every single day. You can also find me over Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd at Movie Guy 365, as well as over at the Disney Magic Hour podcast. I will put a link for that in the description. Okay, Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker is here, and I'm going to review the Best Buy exclusive 4K and Blu-ray Steelbook of the film. Now, I will be reviewing both versions separately, so check for chapter times right over there. And of course, I am going to now announce the winner of the free copy of Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. And the winner for that is going to be Jeffrey Pyle. Congratulations, Jeffrey. You got to get a hold of me through the email in the show description. Go ahead, let me know. I will get this copy out to you. But congratulations and thank you to everybody who entered the giveaway. I plan on doing another giveaway in the very near future, so stay tuned for that one. All right, so yes, we're gonna dive right into the review of the Blu-ray and the 4K, the picture quality and the audio. But before we do that, let's do a quick unboxing of the Steelbook. Okay, we have Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, the Best Buy exclusive Steelbook here. Very nice cover, really dig it. And so we got some nice embossing here with the lettering on the back. We do have Rey, and then we have the spine. And then interior, we have some artwork on the discs, which is always appreciated. You know, nice splash cover kind of thing. So yeah, looks great. Very impressed with the Rise of Skywalker Steelbook edition from Best Buy. So let's talk about the Blu-ray and 4K picture quality and the audio. I feel that the Blu-ray picture quality of Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker is extremely strong, and it's very good. I don't really have any kind of real issues with it, other than I would say some of the black levels can be a bit elevated. For a movie that takes place, you know, with space scenes and battles, there's several nighttime kind of scenes here. I feel that kind of amplifies the weakness of the picture a little bit. It's not as strong as what we get over on the 4K side, which I will touch on in a few moments. But I think for the most part, it does look pretty good, minus the black level situation. Level detail is very good. It's very clean, easy to just to pick out those little extra bit of details, and just the color palette is very strong here. It's very good looking. Overall a very colorful wartime type Star Wars movie. The costuming looks great. The lightsabers they flare up. They look fantastic in any given scene, and just no real issues there whatsoever. I'm very pleased with the overall picture quality here. I think if you are a Blu-ray fan, you will have a lot to enjoy here. Just beware those black levels can be a bit elevated, but for the most part, I think what we got here is a real winner on the Blu-ray picture quality. Star Wars: Rise of Skywalker on Blu-ray sports a 7.1 DTS track. For the most part, I feel it is a very lively mix. Now, of course, this being a Disney product, you are going to have to crank up your volume a bit to get your full overall experience. That's just a byproduct of Disney and apparently now Lucasfilm as well. Now, when we get there, as far as the 7.1, it's fairly immersive. It's very enveloping kind of audio mix, and it does sound very good. It's when we get those levels to where we want it. It's very boomy. It does make good use of the LFE. Your front channels sound great. All your action is very heavy up front, and it just sounds very good. Your center channel dialogue comes through nice and clean, easy to understand, no problems there whatsoever. And as far as your mid-levels and your rears, it's very easy transition from front to back, and there's a lot going on at any given time. I feel overall it is a very good experience as far as audio mixes go. Given the DTS 7.1, it's definitely not the Atmos on the Atmos side of things, which we'll talk about in just a few moments. But what we get here it's very good. I think you're going to be very pleased. The battles of, you know, the Final Order and, you know, the Rebellion, they sound great, and they fill the room, and it just does a great job showing off your audio mix for the most part on 7.1. So yeah, very happy here with the audio mix here, and I think you would be pleasantly surprised as well. On the 4K side of things, Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, I feel, is a very near reference quality as far as picture goes. What we get here is 4K HDR. Now, this film was shot on film, and it was native resolution of 4K. Also 4K as DI goes. It looks great. It actually looks fantastic. It definitely takes those issues of black levels over on the Blu-ray side of things and just it makes them go away. This is completely one of the best looking Star Wars films to date on the 4K format. It is absolutely a beautiful looking image. I think you are going to be very happy here with the results. No Dolby Vision as per the usual on disc side for Disney, but with that HDR, it is put to work, and it does so very well. Everything looks great. Everything just stands out fantastic. Black levels are nearly perfect. Those darker, really nighttime scenes are very inky. They look great. They contrast against the light very nicely. Color levels look fantastic. Just everything. Just lightsabers, the laser fire. Just everything looks great. It's amplified, and it's done so in a very natural filmic look to it. But it still gives you that extra oomph, that the money that you're paying for that extra bit of HDR, it really shows off here, and it is fantastic. Level of detail is very good. No real issues of softness that I can detect. Even with the more CGI elements, they're used a little bit more sparingly here, you know, as far as creatures and that sort of thing. But whenever something did pop up as far as a CGI element, I didn't feel I was losing any kind of detail in that regard, and I think everything looks good. Not the practical locations, everything looks fantastic here. This beautiful looking disc, and it's just an absolute winner in my opinion. Now, as far as the Dolby Atmos goes on the 4K disc, it is absolutely an upgrade over what we get on the Blu-ray side of things, obviously. So now, if you have your height speakers all properly set up, you're going to get that extra bit of oomph, and you definitely detect that in those battle scenes, in those fights. You know, when the stormtrooper is flying in the one scene, you definitely get him, you know, above your head, and of course any kind of battles, you know, with between the Final Order and, you know, the Rebellion, they fill the screen, and they do so very nicely. But they fill your home theater very well. It's done so. Now, of course, this being Disney, you have to crank it up a little bit. But once you do, your volumes are properly adjusted upwards, you're getting a fantastic overall presentation. Now, I wouldn't say this is going to be I wouldn't say this is definitely a demo worthy, but it's close. It's very close. It lacks that robust strength to the overall presentation, but what we get here from the type of action that's on screen, it really gives you very little time to breathe and take it in. But I think for what we get, it is a fantastic presentation audio wise. I think everything sounds fantastic. As far as the front levels go, they carry the burden of the action, and they really do so very nicely. The center channel dialogue comes through very clean, easy to understand, no problems. Your LFE kicks in at very much appropriate times. I feel a little bit more so on this side than over on the Blu-ray audio mix side of things. So it definitely has a little bit more to do, and a little bit more of a workout on the overall presentation. Your mid levels, your rears, they sound a little bit fuller in the Atmos mix. I think there's really a good just overall energy to them. You know, everything, you know, from those battle scenes that I mentioned, and even just immersive elements also fill in the rear speakers very nicely. Really good. And as I mentioned at the beginning, the height speakers really have a lot to do, and especially during those final battle scenes and those other elements, they really give you a little bit of a workout, and they make you notice them, and it's really kind of a nice overall presentation here as far as Atmos goes. Very happy here. Just a little bit of adjustment needed on the volume side of things, but for what we get here, the Dolby Atmos on Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker is a pure winner. As for the overall scores, we're going to start with the Blu-ray. I'm going to go ahead and give the picture quality of that a B+. I think it misses the boat on the black levels. I think it really kind of, they're a little too elevated for my liking, but I think for the most part, what you get as far as color and detail, you're going to enjoy the picture quality here on Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. For the audio mix, I'm going to go ahead and give that one an A-. It definitely lacks that a little bit of extra oomph to the overall the sound mix, but what we get here is very immersive and it fills a room nicely, and I think if you're a DTS 7.1 user, you will be pleased here with the overall results. As far as the 4K picture quality goes, I'm going to give that a solid A. I think the HDR definitely adds a lot to the picture. It's an art. The movie is already shot on film. It's already a native 4K, and it adds that extra oomph to it visually. And it looks very beautiful. It's a very beautiful looking image, and the best looking Star Wars film on the 4K format. As far as the Dolby Atmos goes, it's very close to a reference quality. It's very strong, it's very lively and active, but I'm gonna give that one a solid A as well. It fills a room, it gives you that extra, solid bit of energy that if you are an Atmos user, you definitely are going to appreciate. And I think you're gonna be very happy here with the overall results of Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. So once again, congratulations to the giveaway winner, Jeffrey Pyle. Get a hold of me through the email as I mentioned, and I'll get that copy out to you. So thank you very much, everybody. That's my review of Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, the Best Buy exclusive Steelbook. Let me know in the comments below if you had a chance to check it out and what your thoughts were of both the Blu-ray and the 4K picture quality. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. I put out videos every single day. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.